Always a pleasure. Yes, is there something you enlightening as always.
Well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful. You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death.
What?
You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No! Things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be... me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you.
Why me?
Because you seem a nice enough sort, and you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely.
All right, very concerning. How can I be a Daedric prince?
A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so, but you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it.
Where are you going to be?
Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later.
All right, what's next?
Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Sheoth. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Cylorn and bring back the Flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Cylorn. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Cylorn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the great torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated.
Oh, you know I'm gonna do that. Cylorn?
That's where you're going to get the Flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I say? Do your ears work? If not, I can find use for them. Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the great torch. How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you?
All right, that's concerning. Flame of Agnon.
It's what's used to light the great torch. Haven't we covered this? You'll find it in Cylorn, guarded by my saints and seducers.
The Great Torch.
The great torch shines brightly above New Sheoth, a beacon of hope for all the citizens. Except it doesn't! It's gone out! Happens every time the Grey March begins, which it has. Makes all of my subjects uneasy, tense, homicidal, some of them at least. We need to get that torch relit before the place falls apart.
Alright, Grey March?
Aren't you the curious one? You know what they say about curiosity, though, don't you? It killed the intrepid adventurer who really should just be doing exactly what I say at all times! You're going to stop the Grey March by becoming me. Or a version of me, where you'll be powerful. Powerful enough to stop Jigalag.
You are exactly the amount of scary I remember. Jigaleg?
He's on his way. So I'm on my way out. It's terribly inconvenient, don't you think? You're going to stop him, though. And the first thing to do is to make my people feel safe. Otherwise, they tend to go work for him. It's annoying to tell the truth. A bit hurtful. But they do it every time. Join up with the enemy and become priests of order.
Well, that's concerning. I don't want that to happen. Let's talk about the obelisks.
They're getting more active every day. Not a good sign. You know what would be a good sign? Free sweet rolls! Ho, ho, ho! Who wouldn't like that? Shut them down where you can, and make sure to kill the priest you see around them. If you don't, they can reactivate the obelisk.
Very nice advice. The priests of order.
They're the worst of all. My own subjects, working for the enemy. It's enough to make an old Daedric prince get all weepy. It doesn't help that they're the ones who make the obelisks work. A little chanting, a little ritual, and poof, Knights of Order. Bad news. Kill them when you see them, but don't touch the corpse until they're really dead, which they aren't until you deactivate the obelisk.
I could have known that earlier, but thanks.
Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
You hear that?
Yes, is there something you require?
Advice.
A bad lot. Traitors. You'll find them near the obelisks that dot the land. They perform rituals at the obelisks to summon knights to the realm. Their link to Jigalag gives them power. As long as their obelisk is active, they cannot truly be killed.
Concerning. The obelisks themselves, though.
I fear they grow in power as the Grey March progresses. More and more Knights of Order make their way into the Isles. The Priests of Order are the key. They summon the knights at the obelisks.
Alright, Jigalig?
Yes, he will soon march across the land, destroying all that stands in his path. It's a frightening prospect. Many of our citizens are delicate. They can't cope with the prospect, and they defect to the forces of Jigalag, becoming priests of order.
Alright, the Grey March?
It is underway, but my lord does not wish for you to confront it directly yet. First, the realm and its citizens must be attended to.
Okay. The Great Torch.
Ah, the Great Torch. It is a symbol of Sheogorath's power and a source of great comfort for the citizens of New Sheoth. Unfortunately, the torch has gone out. For eternity, this has heralded the start of the Grey March. Lord Sheogorath, in his wisdom, wishes for you to relight the torch to help ease the worries of the populace.
And the Great Flame.
The Flame of Agnon can only be lit by the immortal servants of Sheogorath, the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers of his creation. In normal times, Sheogorath would simply command it, and his servants would leap to sacrifice themselves upon the altars of rapture and despair. But alas, the times are not normal, and Sheogorath has given you this task without the authority to command it. I'm afraid you may have to be a little bit clever.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Let's summon Haskell as soon as we're out of the building. Hi, Haskell. Oh, there you are.
Yes, is there
Alright, so he doesn't have anything new for me right now.
my...
This video is going to be insanely, stupidly complex. I think there's... Alright, so there's 3 paths for the Golden Saints, which is the side I'm going to take, personally. I suppose that's not really a spoiler, considering the episode title. Well, what will be the episode title? Get out. And then there's going to be another video coming out tomorrow that is the branching path with siding with the Dark Seducers. Yeah, it's gonna be weird. I've got 3 different paths to take for one quest, and later on I'll have 2 different quests and then 2 more different outcomes based on previous actions and quests. And you guys will get to see them all without ever having to do the extra legwork. Be appreciative. I am joking, but it is a lot of work to get everything done in order. I have like so many notes and printouts. Oh, don't even get me started on doing Sheogorath's quest back on Cyrodiil. I've just given up on putting those in at the end of videos because they get too long. Excuse me? This isn't active yet. Well, it's concerning nonetheless. Alright, so I think Haskell does have different dialogue for arriving here. Where is he? Right, there we go.
I wondered how long it would take before you needed my help. And here I am, at your service.
Sylarn.
Cylon was once the capital of the Shivering Isles, perhaps the first capital. In any case, the Flame of Agnon here is always used to light the great torch of New Sheoth. It has always been so, and presumably always will be so.
Okay. Yeah, he always has interesting dialogue for these kinds of things. He gives so much context to the Shivering Isles. It's really nice. And now, I have arrived at the ruins of Sylarn. I will need to speak to the commander of the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers to find out how to light the Flame of Agnon. There's also a ton of dialogue variation that you can just change just based on your character's gender.
Halt!
By a ton,
Mortals
I
are
mean
not
some.
permitted within the walls of Holy Sylarn.
Never mind then.
Begone, mortal.
I did just save, right? Yeah, I did. There's a few dialogue variations based on your character's gender that I'm gonna have to do and record, so that'll be a thing too. Anyways, Shuna.
Halt! Mortals are not...
Out of my way, Daedra scum.
Would that I could exact satisfaction upon you for that insult. But I am honor-bound to guard the doors of Sylarn, and so I will stay my hand. For now.
Heh.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Sylarn. So like a male, too stupid to know when to cease his yapping.
Jesus.
Halt! Mortals are not...
One more?
You have great faith in my powers of forbearance. Do not test me further, mortal. Halt!
Out of my way, Daedra scum.
You are fortunate that my duty forbids me from satisfying my honor. Halt!
How many lines do you have? Out of my way, Daedra scum.
You will answer for that with your blood, mortal. For Sheogorath!
Alright, I didn't assign those spells properly. Oh, that's fine. I made, with the restoration skill reaching max, I made a spell that maxes out my health, essentially. Alright. How's it going, everyone?
My scouts reported no signs of the Mazkin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Armas, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Mazkin will not withstand us.
I overheard the two Golden Saint officers arguing about the best way to attack the Dark Seducers. The lieutenant, Meryl, mentioned something about the Underdeep, a secret side passage leading to the Dark Seducer altar. I should find out more about this passage from Meryl.
The Mazkin are unworthy to guard the altar of despair.
Okay.
My soul for Sheogorath.
The Flame of Agnon.
The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure the Armaz Kana will be glad to help you once the Mazkin are driven from the altar of despair.
Altar of Rapture?
It is just there, at the top of these steps. You would pray for the blinding ecstasy which is the ultimate reward for those in Sheogorath's service?
Altar of Despair.
Alas, we have not seen the Altar of Despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Cylon, which is controlled by the Mazkin. The Mazkin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it.
Kana?
She commands the Orioles here at Cylon. She has just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all.
Brellock?
Our home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles.
The Orioles.
That's what we call ourselves. The most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath.
And the Mazkin.
The treacherous ones. The dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud.
Okay, you guys have a lot of opinions. You.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside.
That's just rude. Sheogorath sent me. I need your help.
My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Mazkin scum from Cylon. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us.
The Flame of Agnon.
Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the Flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath.
The Flame of Agnon?
The flame is fed from the altar of rapture and the altar of despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Once we capture the altar of despair from the Mazkin, it will be my great honor to light the flame for Lord Sheogorath.
Alright.
For
Alright.
Sheogorath's glory. Greetings, emissary.
Battle plans.
The only way to assault the altar of despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the altar of despair and drive the Mazkin out of Cylon once and for all?
I don't want to get involved. I'll help you out. What about the Underdeep?
Ah, Miryl's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Mazkin have prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play.
Battle plans?
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair?
I don't want to get involved.
You're making a mistake. There is no other way to light the flame. If you think the Mazkin will help you, you will be disappointed. We will destroy them with or without your help. Go then. I will hold off on my attack to give you a chance to reconsider, but I will not wait forever. Greetings, emissary.
Battle plans.
Are you ready to help us destroy?
I'll scout the positions. Alright?
That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse entry to an emissary of Lord Sheogorath. Return at once when you have their deployments. This could make all the difference. Are you ready to help?
I'll scout. I'll scout.
Return.
Jeez, you got a lot to say.
Glory. My soul.
Nothing else?
Greetings, stranger. Are you here to help us drive the Mazkin out of Cylon?
The Underdeep.
My scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the Altar of Despair. The Armasul Canna wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Mazkin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Canna would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat.
Why won't she listen?
She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Mazkin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Mazkin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Canna see that. Go.
Alright, there's two things that we should do here to make it easier on me. Save in this spot. See, the alternate paths actually break from here. I still have to go back and get that one lady's dialogue. I feel bad that I kind of murdered her. Just wandering around here is enough to scout the area. There's pretty much nothing here. The Underdeep is only lightly defended by Dark Seducers. It appears that they do not believe the Golden Saints will attack this way. I should survey the Dark Seducer deployments along the main passage leading to the Altar of Despair, and then report my findings to Canna. Are there even any here? I don't see any. Oh well. We'll find out. Let's continue this way. See, this leads directly to the alternate area in Sylarn. But I don't know if that's the best way to go, considering my status. I'm not very well trusted here. Oh, yeah, the main path is very well defended. You can tell right away. The Dark Seducers are defending the main passage to the Altar of Despair in strength. The route through the Underdeep appears to be only lightly defended. This information might convince Canna to attack through the Underdeep.
What is it?
Oh boy, I'll save you guys for your own video. This one's gonna be long enough. There's lots of loot here, though. Where's the way out? Okay, it's this way. Now, there is another path you can take. that wasn't directly told to you. And it's a rather...
A mortal wandering the halls of holy Sylarn, and a male no less. Explain yourself.
And it's one unexplained. This key grants me passage. I am here on Sheogorath's business.
Then I am at your service. The Grakedric Ulfri commands here. You will wish to speak to her at once, no doubt.
Okay, I will.
Walk with our Lord. Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be.
I need to light the Flame of Agnon.
Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Oriels is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands.
The Oriels.
Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm.
The Flame of Agnon.
The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my lord's command. But I only hold despair for the moment. The Oriels hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you.
Interesting. The battle plans.
We are expecting the Oriels to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do. They are overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter. Once the Oriels are destroyed, I will light the Flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair?
I'll lead the Saints into an ambush.
I never suspected that Kana had the audacity to try such a risky assault. But we'll teach her to try to take the Mazkin by surprise. We'll cut them to pieces in those corridors. I'll redeploy my forces at once. You return to Kana and lead her into the trap. Once they're destroyed, I will kindle the altars. Good hunting, friend. The Altar of Rapture will be ours.
Alright, they are repositioning into the Underdeep. And this is the path I wanted to take, because I'm a monster. So we'll charge down the main path with the Golden Saints. Let's get out there. Come on now.
The Altar of Rapture will be ours.
Right, I killed her.
Cylon shall be ours.
Yo.
My soul for Sheogorath.
Oh, I can't update you, but I can only update her. What's up?
Greetings, emissary. We await your command.
Well, that's good. Battle plans.
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair?
I'll help you. Let's go.
Very good, emissary. With your help, we will rid Sylarn of the Mazkin once and for all. Down with the Mazkin! Kill the Mazkin!
Just let them take care of it. They're actually good for this.
Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath!
How? How did that take so long? Alright, everyone line up. Go in.
My soul for Sheogorath. Go.
Oh. Alright, so
For Sheogorath's glory.
we have tricked them into repositioning their units into the Underdeep.
For the Mad God.
And now,
For the
it is
saints.
incredibly easy to take... Oh my god. So many arrows. So little time.
For Sheogorath. Kill the Mazkin. For Sheogorath's glory. For the Mad God.
Ooh. I didn't expect that to actually knock me down.
For Sheogorath. Kneel before the saints. For
Oh my god, I thought I hit an ally. I thought I hit an ally. I'm actually going to just go with these and put the others back because they're the same model and they don't do as much damage and it's just taking up a ton of inventory space. I'm really just surprised at the amount of variation in the ammo types.
For the Mad God!
kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints.
Okay, that's good. Oh. All right. Cannot keep up with that action.
My
Just club 'em
soul
when
for
they're-
Sheo.
Shut up. Just club them when they're on the ground. Ooh, give me that. Oh, there's a chest over there. It probably has some good loot in it. Come on. Nope. Nothing particularly special. That's a shame.
Orioles, follow me. For Sheo, for Sheo,
Very nice. I don't need any more arrows now. Absolutely none.
my soul.
Never in my life again will I need more arrows.
Kneel before the saints.
Oh, I thought that was a chest. I got distracted. The Dark Seducer commander is dead. I should finish off the remaining Dark Seducers in Skyline to complete the Golden Saints' victory. Oh, what? What are you doing over there? Just shoot her. She's almost dead. You proved to be pointless.
For Sheo, before the saints.
Ashen remains, Ashen remains, Ashen remains. Nothing good out of that. It appears I've still got some work to do. Let me just not waste time. What are you doing? Get back here. Come here. Hit me with your best shot. Oh, fine. You know what? I have over 400 welcome stones. I should use them. Boom. Died in the most dramatic way. The Dark Seducers in Sylarn have been utterly destroyed. I should speak to Cannith about lighting the Flame of Agnon now that her forces control both of the altars. Hello. Which one? You? Yes, you. And now I save once more.
Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the altar of rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the altar of despair.
Alright, thanks for your help. Oh god, I know what's coming next.
Not at all. It was an honor to carry out such an agreeable duty at the personal command of Lord Sheogorath's personal emissary. Now, it is my even greater honor to die in my lord's service. Farewell.
You're Daedra, you don't really die.
Thanks to you, the Mazkin have been utterly defeated. Go.
Kana sacrificed herself on the altar of despair in order to light the Flame of Agnon. I can now retrieve the flame from the courtyard and bring it back to New Sheoth as Sheogorath commanded. Well, that's grim. Let's get out of here. You did your best. The Flame of Agnon has been added. I stepped into the Flame of Agnon, and I am now ablaze with holy fire. I should create the New Sheoth. I should return to New Sheoth and light the Great Torch in the Seselem Ardent Soul. Oh, that's active now. Well, I'll save that for the Dark Seducers video. I'm on fire. Let's go.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Hi.
There's not much left.
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon, the fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the Mania side of the Seselem, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you.
Let me think about it.
Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
Okay.
Ah, you burn with the purging fire of Agnon, the flame of truth, the flickering beacon of hope in the gloom of despond. Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies, deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero.
Let me think about it.
Yes, let your mind worry at the problem. Let fear and dismay over making the wrong choice sink their talons deep into your brain.
Concerning.
It would be a truly demented act to light the great torch with a flame purchased with the blood of the Golden Saints. Come, light the great torch for dementia.
Jesus Christ, he's not wrong. I'm thinking about Mania, actually.
Oh no, you don't want to do that. Don't believe their lies. They are no true friends. Don't you see it? How they whisper behind your back. No, light the torch for dementia, and you'll see how we treat our friends. Dementia takes care of its own. Few know that the hero who lights the torch for dementia is granted the Ring of Intrigue, a boon for those who would gain access to hidden knowledge. Surely you will do what is right, won't you?
Let me think about it.
So, you've just...
I'll light the great torch for you. Actually, I was leaning towards dementia. Let's see what you say here.
You should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice at all. Now, what do you say?
I'll light the torch for you.
I knew I saw the glint of true mania in your eyes, my child. Go now and let the holy flame inspire the people of bliss to new heights of madness.
I'm on fire. I should report to Sheogorath that I have lit the great torch as he requested.
I'm disappointed in your choice. You'll find Mania to be a fickle friend.
Rumors.
Someone should put Heroes Clotumnus out of his misery.
Dark.
Pleasure and...
The great torch shines with the pure light of Mania. You chose well. In accordance with the ancient tradition, receive now the raiment of Arden Sul in honor of your mighty deed in service to Mania.
Rumors?
I understand Heroes Clotumnus is begging for people to kill him.
Why do you both talk about the same
Tread
thing?
the humble path and find enlightenment.
Hey, Sheo.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time.
Save you time?
The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before.
I can stop the Grey March?
Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter, it didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not.
What now?
Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where their backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the Courts of Madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side.
Won't the Dukes be displeased by this?
No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit.
The Grey March.
It's already started, but you might be able to stop it. We're making you into a leader the people can trust. Someone to look up to. Someone to blame. Once I'm gone, things usually get bad quickly. Lots of defections, lots of carnage, but with you at the helm, things will be different.
Jiggelig.
This time, I'll beat him. I can't stand losing, and I don't mind cheating. Ta, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
And we'll continue that next time. I'll just stand here and be dramatic. If you guys like my stuff, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, check my Patreon, Coffee, and Twitter in the description if you want to support my videos.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted. My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
We are preparing to wipe out the arrogant Ariels once and for all. Once they break themselves on our defenses, Sylarn will be ours, a gift for our Lord Sheogorath. A mortal wandering the halls of hope. Very well. I shall be your guide to Sylarn, then. Proceed.
Greetings, emissary. Are you ready to... Are all males so obstinate? Have I not already told you that I consider that route too risky? What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. Why Sheogorath sent us a mail, I'll never understand. If you're going to help us take control of the Altar of Despair, you need to decide now. Will you help us destroy the Maskin or not? Myrrell was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. Greetings, emissary. For Sheogorath's glory. Down with him, Sheogorath's glory.
For the kneel before the saints!
Death to the Maskin, for the glory of Sheogorath. Comrades, beware. For Sheogorath's glory, kneel before the saints. For the Mad God. Eta Oro, Eta Oro.
Wah! Wah! Wah!
For Sheogorath.
Mazkin!
For Sheo Gorath!
Anytime Mazkin!
For Sheo Gorath!
Anytime
For the
Mazkin!
Bad God!
Mazkin!
Oriole! For Sheo Gorath! My lord's choice of emissaries is strange, but he tolerates the Mazkin in his service as well, so who can fathom his ways? No matter. I serve him, not you. Stand aside. The altars can only be kindled by the willing sacrifice of a Mazkin or an Oriole. It is my great honor to release my soul to Oblivion in service to Lord Sheogorath. Farewell. I will not walk these lands for many a year. Go.
I'm afraid you'll have to make up your own mind. Unfortunately, I'm just the hired help. I'm not paid to make the big decisions. How to decide? Do you prefer glorious and pointless battle, or the poisoned arrow striking home from ambush? Do you like a stand-up fight, or perhaps a bit of treachery is more your style? Well, you've talked to one side. Perhaps a visit to the Dark Seducers is in order? Don't be frightened. They won't harm you. They look much fiercer than they really are, I assure you. Now is not really the time for conversation, is it? I feel like I'm interrupting something. Perhaps when you've finished your slaughtering and washed the blood off your hands, we can chat again. Really, sir, you'll need an impressive victory. After all, you handicapped yourself by making it as difficult as possible, and yet you still won. Congratulations. Yes, is there betraying the Dark Seducers? The biter's bit, so to speak. Most ingenious. I must say, I really didn't think you had it in you.